In this video, we're going to be talking about systems, and we're going to be talking about checking solutions. So let's say I have graphed my answers. I found the point where they cross, but I'm wondering, did I graph those right? Is that really the solution? We're going to talk about how to check that. So for each ordered pair, and this is what your homework assignment is going to look like. It's going to look just like this. So for each ordered pair, determine whether it is a solution to the system. So in most cases, two lines are going to cross, and they're going to cross just at one point. Okay? But it is possible that I have two lines that are stacked on top of each other, and it's possible that maybe I have two ordered pairs that are a solution and maybe two that aren't. So let's keep that in mind and don't just assume that there's going to be one answer. We want to test every single one of these ordered pairs. So let's go ahead and check. So in order to be a solution, it needs to check out on both of these lines. So if I want to check point 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in to, this is the x and this is the y. So I'm going to rewrite this top one, 9 times 0 plus 2 times -4. Now notice 0 is coming from this x value, -4 is coming from this y value, equals -5. I'm going to simplify this. 9 times 0 is 0. 2 times -4 is -8. And then it says it equals it's not -8. It says it equals -5. Well, when I simplify, it says that -8 is equal to -5. Well, is that true? No. So my ordered pair is not on line 1. And if it's not on line 1, then it's not going to be on both lines. It has to be on both. So right now that's evidence that this is not a solution. So let's check our next point. So 2, 6. Now I'm going to plug it into the first one. So this is the x value is 2. The y value is 6. Now when I test it, 9 times 2 is 18, 2 times 6 is 12, is equal to -5. Well, that's 30. Does 30 equal -5? No, it does not. Okay, if it's not on one line, it's not a solution. So no. Continuing to check these off as no. Let's check another one. If I plug in -3 for x, and I plug in 11 for y, what do I get? Well, 9 times -3 is -27. And here's where a calculator comes in handy. Please, I don't expect you to have this memorized. 11 times 2 is 22, equals -5. Now I add those together. Oh, I get -5 equals -5. That works out. Now that does not mean it's necessarily a yes. I need to check in both of these equations, and it needs to work out in both. So let's check in the second one. So my y value is 11 is equal to -3 times -3 minus 4. So let's check this. Math equals 11 equals +9 minus 4. Well, +9 minus 4, is that equal to 11? Well, no. So even though it worked for the first, it doesn't work for the second. So my answer again is no. Okay, let's check our last problem. Okay, is the ordered pair 1, -7 a solution? Now don't just assume, let's double check. So 9 times 1 plus 2 times -7 equals -5. So 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times -7 is -14. And that does work out. -9, it's +9 plus -14 is -5. So yes, it works for the first one. But remember, I have to check it in my second. So -7 is in place of y, equals -3. Replace the x. Now when I replace variables, I always put them in parentheses. Equals, -4. So I simplify. -7 is equal to -3 times 1 is -3 minus 4. Hey, -7 is equal to -7. The second one works. Since they both work, I'm going to select yes. And that's how I work through each of these problems. Now I'm going to walk through just one more to make sure we've got the hang of this. Okay. But if you feel like you've got it, go ahead and start your assignment. So is the ordered pair 0, 5 a solution? Remember, this is x, this is y. We're plugging it in. -7 times 0. Okay, and whenever I replace a variable next to something, I have to put it in parentheses. +2, parentheses 5 equals 3. -7 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. I know that 10 does not equal 3, so this is a no. Now let's check our second one. -7 times -3 plus 2 times -9 is equal to 3. Negative times a negative is +21. Plus 2 times -19 is -18. Does that equal 3? Well, if I type it in my calculator, I do get 3 equals 3. So it works out for the first one, but I need to check the second one. So 2 times -3 minus 3 times -9 equals 4. Now, you notice that I've been simplifying these separately. One option that you do have, instead of trying to do them all in your by mental math, you can just type it into the calculator. So 2 times -3 minus 3 times -9. So 2 parentheses -3, close your parentheses, minus 3 parentheses -9. And it equals, you can see, equals 21. Well, does 21 equal 4? No. So the answer for part 2 is no. So let's keep checking any of our other possibilities. 8, 4, -7 times 8 plus 2 times 4 is equal to 3. -7 times 8 is -56. And so remember, you can just type this all in your calculator. So -7 times 8. And then, what was the other one? Plus 2 times 4. And you can see that I get -48. That is not plus 8. -48 does not equal 3. So this one's a no. Now let's check our last one. -7 times -1 plus 2 times -2 equals 3. Testing this. Negative times a negative is a +7. 2 times -2 is a -4 equals 3. Oh, yep, 3 does equal 3. It works out on the first one. Let's check it in the second one. 2 times -1 minus 3 times -2 equals 4. Well, 2 times -1 is -2. 3 times -2 is -6. And I'm going to add, so -2 plus 6 is equal to 4. And that does work out as well. So I'm going to select yes. Now, this just happens that the last one's yes on both of these problems. Hey, make sure you don't just assume that, and make sure you don't just assume that there's one solution. Sometimes I may have more than one. All right, that's it for this lesson. If you have any questions, please reach out and have a great day.